Kugane Ohashi. Kugane Ohashi. And then I can make that video later. I have another video I already have made for tomorrow, thankfully. Alright. Time to finish up Hildibrand on this character. Yeah, Kugane. Have you heard, Slacker? The wolf burglar, for whom we have been searching day and night, has struck again. Word reached me but moments ago. The inspector and his assistants are a step ahead of us, but if we hurry, may arrive before they begin questioning any witnesses. You will come, will you not? Yes. Then let us brook no further delay. Make haste for the Rakuza district. No, I haven't made the others public. I've been super busy. I just haven't been able to keep up with the VOD channel. That's all. I just need to finish making them public. I think it stopped at like part 15, I want to say. Maybe part 12. No, it might have been part 12. Yeah, I just got to take a day and get caught up on all that. I might do that today, actually. Since I already have some stuff made for later and the Hildibrand video won't take too long. I might take today and get all of that in order. Yeah, I'm one person, so sometimes things get a little overwhelming. Oh, Hildy! I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, stand ready to assist any and all who seek redress for crimes dastardly and daring. Oh, yeah, that'll happen. It's on the VOD channel then, Leith. Yeah, they disappear after a certain amount of time. Exclamation mark VOD. Depending on where you were, yeah, I still might need to finish uploading them all the same. It was him, the wolf burglar. Bold as ever, he attempted to steal the finest sword in my collection, the Sapporo Tsukihiro, in broad daylight. By the kami. But you say he attempted and failed. Little did he know I had recently employed a new bodyguard, a peerless samurai worth every koban. So the fiend was unable to abscond with your precious blade. Truly you are fortunate indeed, Master Akebano. Yet surely this is not the end of it. The wolf burglar has his pride. He is not wont to forsake a prize. Master Akebano, no doubt that the thief will come for your blade again and again. Pray you permit me to aid your men in protecting this treasure. They may finally bring this villain to justice. Hey, Lolitas, thank you for the Prime sub. Yojimbo alone is worth 100 men. I think you underestimate this foe. You try my patience, boy. I have made my decision. I will not suffer to be questioned further. Find another way to earn the Seke Segumi's approval. Now then, I have a pressing engagement in Sanyo Hanamachi, to which I must be looking forward to all week. I'll be damned if I'm going to let this business with the wolf burglar delay me further. Good night. Oh, I know what business you have over there. Thank you again for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I need to take a day and just kind of go through all that. If he will not listen to reason, then he must be made to listen to reason. Alright, sorry. So I'm doing something in about 5 minutes, yeah. Just gonna get that prepared. Alright, that's ready to be posted later. Now, Hildibrand, I know what your plan is, and... oh boy. Ask all you like, but the answer's still no. There's a very short list of people who get to pass. None of you lot are on it. Applaud your diligence, I do, but we are here to help. If you would admit us to speak with Master Akabano, that we might convince him to let us stand guard over the Soboro Sukehiro. Trick the draft doorman into letting you in so you can steal Master Akabano's priceless sword? How stupid do you think I am? As if you consort with the likes of you lot. Not a looker among you. Really, my mother's told me I'm quite handsome. I'm sure she has. Maybe if he was in the mood for a taikomochi. Not today, though. Master Akabano made it quite clear he would only welcome additional entertainers if they were Geiko of surpassing beauty, which you're not. So piss off. Well, that went rather poorly. So as you have no choice but to resign ourselves to this outcome. Nay, Shigure, I think not, for I have a plan. Plan of surpassing beauty, if I do say so myself. Are you acquainted with any Geiko, perchance? Well, there is an Okiya nearby where the proprietress may have given me a few odd jobs, but... wait, what exactly is your plan? All shall become clear in time, my good man. Lead the way to this Okiya. Right around the corner here, Hildibrand. Most humble greetings to you, fairest maiden. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, am given to understand that you are an acquaintance of Shigure here. I've given the hapless fool a handout or two. Now he shows up on my doorstep with a company of Ichin inspectors. I can only assume this means he's yet to find honest work. Indeed, much to all our chagrin, Shigure is not gainfully employed at the present, but that regrettable circumstance is not what brings us to you. Nay, it is a matter of far greater import, a grave injustice which must be averted at all costs. To that end, my lady, would have you clothe my steadfast assistant in your finest kimono. For but a brief time only, you may be assured. It shall be returned to you post-haste. Loan you a kimono, just like that. Not sure what mischief you inspectors get up to in your line of work, but in ours, a kimono is priceless. No geiko worth her salt would simply let a stranger parade about town in hers. Not for nothing, at least. If you're truly in desperate need of assistance, then you should be willing to pay for it. Say 70,000 Eorzean Gil? Lost my last gil on the Que Rhapsody. But that as it may, there's no need to rely upon your generosity. I'm more than capable. Nashu, pay the woman. With what, Inspector? Your coin purse is empty. Title, thanks for the 15 months. This is certainly a fly in the ointment. So your plan is to disguise Nashu as a Geiko that she may enter the company of Master Akabano and thereby keep watch for the wolf burglar. I hesitate to call it one of surpassing beauty, but it is our best option. Do not even think to say it, my good man. I would never take the money of a down-on-his-luck youth with no job or skills to speak of. A means by which we may achieve our end without spending a single coin. In my brief time here, I've come to understand the myriad complexities of Hingan culture. There's a custom by which one may express the fervor of his conviction by shaving every hair on his head, is there not? Well, yes, I suppose you have the right of it. But are you willing to go such lengths to secure a kimono? I'll do the honors! I don't know that I trust Nashu with all of those. Especially the scissors. A beauty reborn. My beautiful hair, flowing locks, what have you done to me? I don't think I've laughed so hard in ages. Yeah, he always had that scar. Are you ready, Nashu? Always, Inspector. Wait here, everyone. I'm sure it won't take long to put on one of these things, right? Verily, there's no greater truth than if we trust in ourselves and the gods, fate shall conspire to see us succeed. Is this the will of the kami? I believe I hear them coming. Ta-da! My dear Nashu, you look incredible. What's going on, Ms. Quote? Actually, yes. Yes, you do. She looks every bit the Geiko. Cannot fathom the doorman turning her away. Come, my friends, let us put Nashu's disguise to the proof. By the way, so special treat number 1, I got to play Wild Hearts, and I got to post a video about it. It's pretty cool. Had to keep that under wraps for a little bit. Special access, Madge. My tail's fine. It's only way under my body. Don't worry about it. It's just the outfit. No, I didn't know about it before then. Dude, it is so good, Sean. Yeah, I got to check it out. I got to play 5 different weapons, fight 3 different monsters. Yeah, let me keep it clean when I'm pooping. Yeah, for the nerfed ass inside of this outfit. And so be sure to go like that video, watch that video, subscribe for that video. But you would have to be blind to disparage my stalwart assistant. My stalwart ass! You mean stalwart assistant. Let's have a look at you. And where has this lovely lass been hiding? Master Akabano's sure to take a shine to you. The girl may enter, and no one else. It worked. Wish me luck. Though is it wise to let her go alone? Ideally, at least Slack or myself should have accompanied her, no? Oh, Shiguri, I did tell you it was a plan of surpassing beauty, did I not? Yes, Rioran? There you go. Hey, what's going on, Yojimbo? That's totally Yojimbo. Sword without peer, the Soboro Sukehiro. The Geiko without peer, Chiyomi. What fortune may I have the company of the finest treasures the world has to offer. Their presence makes the wine taste that much sweeter. I could not agree more, my lord. Alas, whereas you may lay your hands upon your magnificent blade at whim, in vain I struggle to navigate the endless labyrinth that is a woman's heart. That which I desire I take, as will you when my little project is complete. Chiyomi, come and have a drink with us. Come, come. If my lords insist, I shall be glad to partake. Such a beautiful girl you are, so skilled as a dancer as well. You deserve only the best, and the very best you shall have, if you but give yourself body and soul to me. I fear my lord's rather admirable perseverance encroaches upon the obsessive. As I have told you 1,000 times before, I should be glad to entertain one and all with the traditional arts. Stubborn as ever, I see. No matter. In due time you will be mine, one way or the other. Begging your pardon, my lords. Oh, this is a welcome surprise. My lord, did you call for another? Never mind. Come, my dear, have a seat. Salutations and greetings, my good sirs. What is the meaning of this? I explicitly said I was receiving no takomochi this day. Far be it from me to judge a man for his pleasures, my lord, but I fear this is a bridge too far for me. Such beauty, such grace. Be that as it may, now is not the time. The day after tomorrow, perhaps. But if I have time to recover, but not today. My lord, not reconsider. Pray allow me one dance to convince you. Hold on, I have to pause this. Mel needs me to do something real quick. Ugh. It's okay, you can just listen to the music. Just cat jam, okay? There we go. Good morning, RT. Lay hands upon a fair maiden. I will do no such thing. You defying your master's orders? The master has already paid you an unconscionable sum of money for your services. A contemptible master who consorts with lecherous dogs. I agreed to serve only as the sword's protector, not as an executioner of your whim. The wolf burglar. Impossible. Last, the villain reveals himself. We have you now, most wolfish of burglars. It was I all along, Hildibrand, master of disguise, inspector of 1,000 faces, defender of justice. I feel so conflicted. So you're not a Taikamochi. Pity that. Bugger me if it isn't the talking statue. Fancy meeting you here. Come to watch me steal the Saburo Sukahiro. Well, you know how this goes. Don't let him get away. Halt, fiend. The wolf is so fast. Wait, what happened? There you are, my dear. You are unharmed. Be heartbroken if there was a single scratch upon my concubine to be. Get fucked. My lord would do well to take greater care where he places his hands, should he keep to them. Should he keep them? Hey, you got sushi on your head. How does he manage to escape every time? Rejoice, my friends, for he has failed in his thievery once more. The Saburo Sukahiro remains safe and sound. That's not the Saburo Sukahiro. For the record, I'm not actually bald. Begone from my sight, and do not return until you have found my sword. Yo, Jimbo, you having fun down there? After he went to all that trouble, he still managed to steal the Saburo Sukahiro. I sacrificed my flowing locks for nothing. Though I care increasingly less for Akabano, he is nevertheless a man to be reckoned with. The meager reputation I have will be forfeit if we fail to bring the wolf burglar to justice. But we need not pursue him alone. Yojimbo has volunteered his services. Together we may yet redeem ourselves. I think I may know where the thief is headed, too. The blade mislaid. Believe the wolf burglar has fled to Yenja. Consider the dagger I took from him in the chaos. Though old and worn, it has been well cared for over the years. It's more than just a tool to him, I think. And it is clearly of Doman design. What an amazing coincidence! The selfsame details that also caught mine eye. I dare say you have the makings of an inspector, Shigure. I shall endeavor to take that as a compliment. To Yenja! Bow, bow, bow. Take me away. I said take me away, damn it. That's right, I turned the mount music off. Turn it back on. Much better. Even if I only get to hear it for half the time. My word, have you ever seen anything so full of splendor? Forgive me, we must not lose sight of the matter at hand. How shall we pursue our quarry? That is a very good question, to which I have no answer. I mean, I like the music, but I also like hearing the Eden music every time I get on the mount. Woof woof. What a nice little doggy. Daigoro is more than a mere traveling companion. His sense of smell is unparalleled. Give over the burglar's dagger that he may track his scent. Brilliant idea, Jim. Yes, indeed. Here, take it. Boom, boom, boom. He has the scent already. With me, Nashu. Perhaps fate is conspiring us to succeed after all. I like it, but I also just like hearing this all the time. Rebel Vong, thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back. Oh, Daigoro. What ails little Daigoro? Why will he go no further? How is it you remember his? It is like there are Namazu about. Their stink befuddles his senses. Though unfortunate, we know the wolf burglar came this way. Perhaps if we search, he can find other clues to his whereabouts. Leave it to me, Shikure. If there are clues to be found in these ruins... He still has the makeup on, I always forget about that. My keen inspector sense shall lead me to them. Wait for me, Inspector! Wait for me! There they go again, charging off before we have a chance to discuss our plan. Must they always be so reckless? Nothing for it but to follow suit, I suppose. Why don't you go search the area in the northwest Slaka? Hello, Namazu. You're very pungent. Alive, I am. Hale and hearty. Hearty, hello. Nursing a rather vicious hangover from a surfeit of tea, but otherwise none the worse for wear. 1,000 thanks to you for waking me before I was set upon by ravenous beasts or thieving bandits. Unless you wouldn't happen to be a thieving bandit, would you? Yep, it's the same one. A Lupin. Now that you mention it, I have some vague recollection of a traveler with an unusual sword across his back. I was deep in my teacups at the time, but I know what I saw. A drunken Namazu. What is his part in all this? He saw the wolf burglar? What luck! It's all a bit of a blur, so I doubt my memory will be of any use. My barbels, on the other hand, should do the trick. My adorable little friend, you need not strain yourself on our account. We too have ways of finding the fiend. Yes, yes, my keen Namazu sense is telling me that the wolf burglar went that way. Yes, that way. Which way? We may as well split up again. I would help you, but hangover. Bye-bye, friends. Have fun hunting the wolf burglar. Oh, Wolfie boy. There you are, Shigure. There's Nashu. Alright, maybe the big-ass mount that's blocking my view is probably not the greatest. There we go. Plot-relevant gloves. Among the irrelevant potsherds, you spy somewhat conspicuous pair of gloves. If they belong to the wolf burglar, perhaps they may prove useful. I love plot-relevant items. Oh, Jimmy. Found something, have you? Do not recall him wearing gloves, but for lack of other possible leads, I say let Daigoro follow the fresh scents. Now that the Namazu is gone, he should have no difficulty finding the owner. Woof woof. Look at these gloves, eh? Sure, dog. Woof woof woof. It came as soon as we heard the news. Now that the Namazu has departed, Daigoro is capable of pursuing our quarry once more. Your stalwart comrade found gloves that may have belonged to him, so we are about to see where they led us. Woof woof. He's got the scent. Quickly, Slacker. We must not lose sight of Daigoro. Hey, Daigoro. Get him! We mustn't let him escape this time. Hold, Ronin. You know well how quick he can be. Let us leave this pursuit to one he cannot outrun. Go, Daigoro. Seize the Lupin. He's a fast doggy. There are none faster. You must secure the sword and the thief. Daigoro does like money more than he likes following orders. He really likes Koban, doesn't he? Well, we all have our weaknesses, I suppose. Still, there's no denying that he is a very, very good dog. How could he possibly? The nerve. The lot of you really should have thought this through. Or have you already forgotten that I've got friends in high places? Montaro, to me! Huh? So this is how you get flying mounts properly. I like most of their couscous ones. The one with the lemony couscous is definitely one of my favorites. All their couscous meals, just couscous as a base is always good, and all their proteins and everything always work out really good. Got you. Yeah, they're all pretty good. It's hard to go wrong with any of them. I wanted to try the gnocchi bake that they sometimes have. It would seem we have, though before we declare to certainty, I would verify the authenticity of this blade. But of course! This is no fake. It is indeed a work of art. A masterpiece that could only be the treasured Soboro Sukehiro. Aloha. I hear you yowling. I just remembered. I have urgent business in Kugane, as well as it shall afford me the opportunity to return the Soboro Sukehiro to its rightful owner. Pray allow me to do so. You have my word that I shall surrender it to no one. Oh, can we find a friend like Jim? Steadfast, loyal, honorable, a Manderville man from another mother. Let us quit this place and return to Kugane with the wolf burglar. I'm sure the Sekisagumi have a cell with his name on it. Hildibrand did defeat his flying mount to stop him from getting away. Hello, Chubby. Alright, that's a completely different quest. It's like, where am I flying to? Should just be back here. Oh, Master Akebono. God, there's a tweet about Theatrhythm final bar line. I'm so excited. What business have you with the Sekisagumi? Yeah, Mel and I are still trying to figure out for sure what hotel we want, because I don't want to be too far from the convention center itself, because I plan on coming and going very quickly, very frequently. But she wants to be in a different spot. What business have you with the Sekisagumi? The wolf burglar. The Lupin who has made mock of me and my brothers. I, Shigure, and my comrades have successfully captured the notorious wolf burglar of Kugane. Brought him here that we might surrender him to the custody of the Sekisagumi. Yeah, it'll be like March or April by the time they go on sale. Usually like 4 months in advance. Pray, bring him inside, honored friends. Good morning, Cuban. Stop. Hi, Ink. Bloody fools, the Loria. Blind to the true villain in your midst. In your midst. Only the first FanFest had 2 kinds of tickets. Is it true that the wolf burglar has been detained? Well done. Who must we thank for this auspicious turn of events? I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, did bring the wolf burglar to heel with my customary style and aplomb. Very good, very good. And the Saburo Sukehiro, where is it? You mean you don't have it? I thought you Jimbo had returned it to you. The disrespectful disgrace of a samurai? Nay, I've seen neither hide nor hair of him. I can only presume that Jim is currently enjoying a plate of dango at the Unimeko tea house before paying Master Akebono his sword. Perhaps he absconded with the Saburo Sukehiro. This is all a joke to you people, isn't it? They have, but I don't like to wait on that. Of all the stupid, inexplicable, utterly unjust... For what reason could you possibly even for a moment consider it wise that a single man, and not just any man either, a man I expelled from my services... Mark me, Ronan. If you fail to deliver that sword, I shall make it the focus of my remaining years that your dreams go unfulfilled. No, like I said, probably not till March or April. Yeah, I'd rather have a walk than use the monorail or anything. We certainly can't have that. Which reminds me, Shigure, you once told me it was your dream to serve alongside us. Is it still the case? Yes, sir, it is. Good, because in light of your recent accomplishments, I would like nothing more than to induct you into the Sekisugumi. What say you? It would be an honor, sir. Glad to hear it. There are, of course, some few procedures and discussions with my superiors that must come first. We may attend to them now, if your comrades do not mind waiting. Not at all. We will await your triumphant return, Shigure. He's like, please, just go. It's okay. You don't need to stay. No, the Huey belonged to Ultros. A Shigure Reborn. God, Nashu always throws around the Reborn joke non-stop. I feel as though I am a changed man. You three have changed me for the better. 1,000 thanks to you, Slacka, Hildibrand, Nashu. Though I've only just become a Sekisugumi, I've already been given my first assignment. I'm to pursue the renegade Yojimbo and recover the Saburo Sukehiro. Last, as a new recruit, I've been afforded no additional men or resources to accomplish this task. If I'm to succeed, I will need all the help I can... Say no more, Shigure. I should be glad to give it. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby re-swear to help you scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, to Jim and the Saburo Sukehiro. And so our hunt begins anew. They use that line a lot. Wait for me, Inspector. Wait for me. At least the Sekisugumi finds it entertaining. They've said that line. That's like the 6th time they've said it. From the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens. It's like the 6th time. Myself become a Sekisugumi. Cannot thank you enough for all you have done for me. What an odd, circuitous path that has led me to this point. To be honest, the most vexing complication was the loss of my hair. Though Nashu assures me she is already in the process of procuring a potent tonic to remedy that. Once more, we find ourselves waiting for fate to spur our story forward. Till we have a lead on the Saburo Sukehiro, we can but enjoy our respite. See, Akabano's in good spirits. The Namazu really enjoyed it. The Namazu are eating sushi. That's fucked up. They don't know where that sushi came from. Little do they know there's catfish sushi in there. You look well, Slacker. I pray your adventures have not been too taxing. As for myself, the search for the Suboro Sukihiro as well as Yojimbo continues. Would that I could even claim a measure of progress. Ah, Shigure, there you are! We thought perhaps to find you inside, my bald man. But I see you are here and in the company of my stalwart assistant. Bald, you of all people should... Having failed to seize upon new information of value or even passing relevance, we were in the midst of reconsidering our investigative strategy. But tell me, have you word of Jim and our missing sword? Jim who... Ah, yes, Yojimbo. No, I was just telling Slacker I have made no progress since last we spoke. You seem distressed, Shigure. If you yet pine for your lost locks, then pine no longer, for it brought you a hair tonic of preternatural effectiveness. Really? Well, that is actually a very, very considerate gesture. Thank you. Why not try it now? Aye, the sooner the better, perhaps. You look good, Bald. Hey, Mr. Zombie Man. Say, to meet with Master Zombiebrand and his bosom companions yet again. Truly, the kami have been kind to me. It's always a pleasure to see a man of the old horde. But were you not bound for Eorzea? Why are you yet in the far east? Indeed, I thought to return home and rejoin my brothers, and to that end did I call upon a local fisherman to secure passage. 'Twas from him that I heard a tale most fascinating, which compelled me to stay. Good morning, Yuki. A Funa Yurei, a far eastern variety of undead, has been seen wandering an isle's shore. As for my previous attempts to recruit fellow zombies had met with failure, I thought, why not broaden my criteria and appeal to this ghost in the spirit of a camaraderie? Alas, it is a most elusive quarry. Rather shy, it would seem, I sought to learn more of the Funa Yurei by questioning people of the city, but have been unsuccessful thus far. I see. I realize this is sudden, but in your inquiries, did you hear mention of Jim? Jim? Fear I've heard naught of that particular Far Eastern spirit, though to be honest, not all have been willing to entertain my company, perhaps due to my undead nature. Pains me to hear that. In this world, there remain people prejudiced against the living impaired. You seek Jim, Master Zombiebrand. If so, I should be glad to help. Grateful as we would be, it would be wise to change your attire. People's reluctance to speak with you may be due to the passing resemblance of a certain wolfish fugitive who, until recently, terrorized the city. Oh, how careless of me. I shall change it to something less conspicuous at once. Then it is settled. When at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Let us split up and speak with the men and women of Kugane. Yeah, upfront payment's kind of fucked up in Vegas. Almost every place worth its salt in Vegas has some sort of booking protections. Hydrating. Thoroughly hydrated. Lupin fellow was asking after him as well, though that was some time ago. He's been since detained by the Sekisugumi. The Lupin, not your Yojimbo, that is. Not that I can imagine why. He's no criminal. Why, when I told him of how my mother had taken ill, he gave me the koban to purchase her medicine, without me asking or anything. Say he's done terrible things, but a man like that? No, I refuse to believe it. If there's any justice in this world, he'll be set free. Hello, Steel. I am refreshed. You are searching for a man named Yojimbo. The Sekisugumi questioned me about him not long ago. Very desperate to find him, they were. I doubt they will receive much help from the populace at present, though. Why, you ask? Surely you've heard. The Kugane wolf burglar has been arrested. Despite what the wealthy elite would have you believe, he is no demon deserving of the harshest sentence. If anything, he is a hero to the downtrodden. He shared his spoils with the least among us. If you ask me, the Sekisugumi ought to take a closer look at the merchants he targeted. Akebano in particular has been at the center of many a dark rumor. Anyway, in light of the wolf burglar's detainment, many are less than willing to aid the Sekisugumi in their activities. Unfortunately, if they suspect you to be working with them, you may too find your overtures rebuffed. Always among us. Oh, you're pursuing that Yojimbo fellow. The Sekisugumi were asking after him the other day. Tell you what I told them. I've never heard of the man. Just between you and me, even if I did know something, I wouldn't want to tell them. You know the Kugane wolf burglar, the one they locked away? Rumor has it they intend to inflict upon him terrible punishments for his so-called crimes. Madness, I tell you, madness. Every single one of the burglar's victims were among the most notorious scoundrels of the city. Greedy merchants with no scruples whatsoever. What's more, everything he stole he gave to the poor and needy, and yet they decry him as a villain. Fools. He's Robin Hood. He's Wolfen Hood. Shut up! We'll give him a hood. I see. And what have you learned, Slacker? Apparently, a certain Lupin is rather well loved. I had no idea the plight of the wolf burglar weighed upon the minds of so many. What exactly did they say? A hero to the poor and downtrodden, a criminal who simply gave away his hard-won spoils. This is all quite unexpected. But whatever aspersions they may cast upon his victims, the law is the law. Even disreputable merchants are deserving of fair and equitable treatment. To ignore their plight is to let the mob decide their fate. Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah, and? You are a man of the Sekisugumi. You have responsibility. I hate to say it, but that is a sensible suggestion. Surprisingly, perhaps I should make use of my old kimono. Yet even if I were to do so, my face is already known. They would mark me as a Sekisugumi, and perhaps even resent my attempts to deceive them. Why not ask the wolf burglar? If he's so popular with the people, who knows what secrets they've told him? Ask the wolf burglar? If both he and Yojimbo had designs for the Saburo Tsukihiro, it's possible they might know one another. Well done, Nashu. It's been mere moments from reaching that self-same conclusion. It's settled then. Let us go and question the prisoner without further delay. I always said Hildibrand was less of an idiot in this particular quest series than in all of the previous ones. He has his moments, but still. Greetings and well met, comrade. If I might ask to see the wolf burglar, then we might ascertain the whereabouts of the fugitive Yojimbo. We wish to speak with the Kugane wolf burglar. Will you permit us to enter? Certainly, Shigure, if it will aid you in your investigation. Follow me. I trust you are enjoying our hospitality. I come bearing questions. Questions, eh? For little old me, you say? Scared, thanks for this. Nice. 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 We have reason to believe the sword was his objective all along. Given that it was yours as well, I thought you might know something of this man and his motive. Nice. Everyone knows the sword's worth a bloody fortune and then some. But finding a buyer for our masterpiece is famous as a Suboro Sukihiro, especially after word of its theft has spread so far and wide. Well, good luck with that, says I. Why, they'd surely have to avail themselves to the services of certain disreputable folk with whom I happen to be intimately acquainted. I'd be happy to introduce you lot, as soon as you set me free. Absolutely not. It's out of the question. Then we've got nothing more to discuss. Best be on your way. Hold now, Shigure. Let's not be too quick to judge. If the goodly men and women of Kugane are willing to trust in his good intentions, then perhaps we should as well. An awful lot of people are willing to vouch for his character. What they say is true, then it would be wrong to see him hanged. I will propose to my superiors that you be temporarily released into our custody for the purpose of our investigation. Should you abide by the terms of our arrangement, you may receive leniency. What say you? Yeah, I say you've got yourself a deal, Baldy. Will they even consider my proposal, though? The deliberations alone may prove time-consuming, and if they refuse... Remind me, Nashu, do you have that hair tonic on you? I sure do, Inspector. Now's the goodest time ever to try it, don't you think? Here, in the jail? Well, far be it from me to refuse. Remember to use the whole bottle, my good man. Pour it over your head until not a single drop remains. Where are my sunglasses? How come I have to be blinded? Feels strange, like my scalp is by the kami. Are you alright? I heard you shouting. It binds them. They are too many. And turn and flex and shake and bounce. Good morning, Jack. I've liberated you from your unjust imprisonment. Now see here, Inspector. Huh? What happened? Has the prisoner escaped? Still in his cell, I see. But what in the world was that blinding light? 1,000 pardons. One of my associates was carrying small explosives, one of which was detonated unexpectedly. I, of course, bade her take the others outside immediately, for safety's sake. Believe that explains that? Yes? Yes? Right then, if you'll excuse me. Yes, of course. Very good. Wait. When did Shigure regrow his hair? Very smooth. How we managed to escape undetected, I have no idea. I can but pray that our ruse will remain intact. The Wolfburger led the others into the waterways below. We should follow. Hildibrand is a master of something. Definitely something. Been down here before, so you might have met my friends already. A contemptible lot, all of Kugane's cast-offs. If anyone's heard a peep from your quarry, it'd be them. Come on, don't be shy. You're looking well for a rat bastard. Takes a wolf to know a rat, huh? To know it, we owe you pleasure. And more importantly, how'd you slip free of the Sekisugumi's noose? With my dashing good looks and silver tongue. How else? But never mind that. I need information, Koju. Do you now? Or is the Sekisugumi at your shoulders the one asking the questions? Hey, boss. I need to give the lad a hard time. He did right by me, and I mean to return the favor. You mean you're helping him? Have you gone mad? Even if I have, it's nothing you and yours need worry your pretty little heads about. Give us a hand and we'll get out of your hair. Wolf's honor. They're not a bad bunch, really. Most try to make a living on the straight and narrow. Some even had a mind to join the Sekisugumi like you. Found wanting for this reason or that. Hi, Ivy. Somebody's got to do it, and these industrious souls pick up the slack. Maybe they're not the cream you'd prefer to hubbub with. While you're in your company, it asks that you comport yourself with a modicum of civility. I should believe I've done just that. You'll forgive me if I've given you any reason to think otherwise. See, fast friends we all are. Right then. We're after a bloke what goes by the moniker of Yojimbo. Yojimbo? No, I can't say it rings a bell. Any of you know a fellow by the name Yojimbo? Well, there you have it. Might be different if he had a bounty on his head. What'd he do anyway? Piss in the Bugyo's rice porridge? Ha! Stole a Saborosuke hero, he did. Look at me, that's a beauty. Wonder why, though? Finding a buyer even through the black market would be a challenge and a half. If he'd put out the word that he was looking, we'd have heard about it by now. To come all this way and leave with nothing. Hi, Ivy. Here, let's not call it a day just yet. Assuming this Yojimbo didn't steal the sword for the challenge, there's only two reasons he'd take it. To sell it or to keep it. If it's not about the money, then I doubt this is his first prize. Or his last. We know someone who steals weapons, don't we, Hildibrand? Of a thieving collector of swords. Yes, there can be no mistake. What he said, I suppose. If he's a collector, then only the best will do. Which means his next target might be, I don't know, the Ame no Namekiri. Wait, the Ame no Murakumo. I thought that was nothing more than a fairy tale. You mean to say the fabled sword of Eld actually exists? A giant kami tried to kill me and my friends with it, but I deflected the blow. You what? I have so many questions. But first, where did this happen? Housed within the Kojin of the Red Treasure Vault, eh? If that's the case, it seems to me you ought to continue your search in the Ruby Sea, no? Might well be the best place for us to look. In that case, let us brook no further delay and head to the Ruby Sea at once. Sorry, Wolf Burglar, you signed up for this. You just didn't know it. To think that the Ame no Murakumo is not only real, but that it was brought to bear against you and yours by a kami of unfathomable strength. He was pretty cool, that Kami. In any event, we now know where we might search. The Ruby Sea. Before I may leave, however, there's a matter of great import to which I must attend. Well, perhaps great import is something of an overstatement. I would speak of the inspector's earlier advice concerning my garments. I'll meet you at the Ruby price after I have changed. Pray, go on ahead without me. I insist. Revel in the glory of combat. All set for another trip to the glittering westward expanse. I know I am. Let us hop aboard the next ferry to the Ruby Price and wait for Shigure there, as he requested. Come along. Oh, it'll be available by March or April. It's usually 4 months in advance. So I'd give it like a 3 to 4 month window. Take me to Kugane. I'll just open this one. It'd be faster to go do this and just run over there. I, Ravana, fourfold master of the blade, do accept thy challenge. I mean, the venue was fine. Just they only sold like 8,000 or 9,000 tickets, and they were gone in like 10 minutes last time. Curious to see how much space they rent out of the convention hall here. Yep, it sure will, Ozzy. I just wanted to see how long the Hildibrand quest takes. Excuse me, if you were to watch every cutscene. I'm actually going to New Game Plus it right after this and see how long it takes without watching any of the cutscenes. No problem. Well, this convention hall can hold up to 200,000 people, but it matters how much space they actually try to get and pay for. Because they won't be doing it for 200,000 people. I thought you were someone else at first. Well, since it was suggested I should wear something other than the garments of a Sekisagumi, paid a visit to the Kogane Dori and purchased something completely unlike my usual attire. It's quite the change, but very much for the better, if I do say so myself. I didn't realize you could be so fashionable. I'll say, that getup with those Zori, I don't see that becoming a trend. What a shoebie. Not that it matters. We didn't come here to mess about, eh? We've got a collector to catch. Assuming he's after the Ame no Murakumo, then we've got to get to the Isle of Zeki. Any ideas? By air or by underwater passage, eh? But more tricky than I thought. Without the blessing of the Kojin, the latter seems almost impossible. What about that bird of yours? Montaro, was it? After what the inspector did to him, I'll be keeping a wide berth, I reckon. So he's even fit to fly. Like I said, it doesn't matter if the convention, if the hall can hold up to 200,000. They're not going to rent that much space. Because there's multiple convention halls and they tear them down. They tear down the separators between them if people rent out more space. You pay per square foot for that. It's not stealing to take back what was stolen. The black-hearted bastard Akebono prized it from the hands of its rightful owner. He was a humble samurai who lived a humble life devout of most luxuries. A righteous man who'd never turn his back on those in need. Certainly not a young lupin boy who'd fled Doma during the occupation. The two lived as father and son, with few comforts. Then one day a merchant came calling, asking after the samurai's sword. Asking him to part with it was one prized possession. But a sword is a samurai's soul, and he'd sooner die than sell it, even for a fortune. The merchant, he's not the sort to go quietly into the night. He changes tack and worms his way into the samurai's affairs. Small sums at first, but bigger and bigger. Before he knows it, the samurai owes the merchant a veritable mountain of coin, so he pledges the blade as consort. Samurai worked day and night to reclaim his honor, but while strong in spirit, he was weak in body. He fell sick and soon after passed away, leaving his loop in charge all on his lonesome. All this time, you were the only... He left Kugane for a time and returned years later from Yansha, having learned the ways of the shinobi that he might honor his adoptive father by helping others he had helped him as a child. A chivalrous guise for a personal vendetta, perhaps. More than anything, he yearned to reclaim his samurai sword, the last surviving memento of their time together. All this time, Master Akebano was your main objective. You broke into his shop at the Rakuza district. You were searching for the Saburo Sukihiro. You kept a close eye on him, even as you continued to target other disreputable merchants. You might drive him to take additional measures to protect the sword, knowing that in so doing, he would eventually reveal its location. Then it's settled. The Saburo Sukihiro must be returned to its rightful owner. Hey, if it's so hard for people to reach the Isle of Zeki, how is Yojimbo planning to get there? That I do not know, but regardless, if he was headed there, someone must have noted his passing. I say we question the pirates of the Sakazuki and see if any have observed a traveler resembling Yojimbo of late. We are of the same mind, Shigure, to Sakazuki. Post haste. I mean, they'll have all the information when the tickets actually go on sale. Yeah, I'm going to melt too, but it'll be worth the melting. Be indoors for most of it. It'll just be the time between venues that sucks. And at night, it won't be too hot. Being a desert, Vegas is actually pretty cool at night, thankfully. Even in the middle of the summer. I remember you, looking for more dead men. A rail-thin samurai with a wide-brimmed hat and an oversized geta. Travel like that would not escape my notice, which is to say I'm confident I haven't seen him. Sorry to disappoint you. Not at all, my friend. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. As I said before, my good man, when at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Let us away. 0. They won't just cancel it. They picked that venue. That's not something... They wouldn't have picked the venue and then worked that out. It's not like they can pick it and then do anything afterwards. Lanky samurai with a large hat. As it happens, I spoke with a traveler like that. Had a dog with him, too. Sure enough, he had in mind to head to the Isle of Zeki. Couldn't imagine why, what with the red being unwelcoming as they are. There being no place to dock a boat. I told him as much, but he shrugged it off and went on his merry way. Come to think of it, did I see the dog of his not long ago? The beach below, wandering about. I hope he didn't abandon him. You've been tremendously helpful. 1,000 thanks to you. Surely the canine in question is Daigoro. We must gather the others and search for Jim's beloved companion at once. Oh, best boy. Daigoro! Here! Daigoro! Oh, I think I see him over there. Maybe he doesn't like us anymore. Now, just give the pup the right incentive, that's all. Incentive? Surely it can't be that simple. See for yourself. Woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. So that's all it takes to win him over, eh? A single koban. Greedy little thing. Hush, Shigure. Daigoro is a good dog, and now he will lead us to his master. Woof, woof. Take us away, Daigoro. This is quite a fix indeed. Woof, woof. Daigoro, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to wait for me. Oh, Hildy. Jim, my good man. I mean, you rapscallion. You've nowhere to run. Cease your shenanigans and relinquish the blade at once. I will do no such thing. Ever since I was bested by your tight-lipped associate over yonder, I yearned for an opportunity to redeem myself. So I set about searching for stronger swords which I might bring my everything to bear. Thought to claim victory with the Ame no Murakumo in hand. But if circumstances demand we settle this here and now, then so be it. Stay your hand, my friend. Though I know you only mean well, securing the sword is a grave responsibility which falls to... I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, will resolve this conflict and reclaim the sword. Prepare to be amazed as the Saburo Sukihiro is delivered into my waiting arms. Daigoro, oh Daigoro, come here and let Hildy give you a great big belly rub. Daigoro, you will do no such thing. What? Betrayed? The inspector does come from a wealthy family, so maybe he smells the money? Until you surrender the Saburo Sukihiro, I will give Daigoro the most furious of belly rubs, thereby depriving you of the pleasure. Such is my ultimatum. Daigoro! Daigoro! Return to me this instant! I wish I smelled like money so much dogs just loved me. Then again, I have my cats. Never mind, I put the statement back into effect. I can't believe that actually worked. Inspector Hildibrand's power of negotiation are most impressive. Mommy! It's got that Sonic the Hedgehog going, just running over the water. Running around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my ring. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, and there you go. Wait. Where is the Saburo Sukihiro? Right where it belongs. You fiend. Return it at once. It's far enough, all of you. Bugger me. Where did they come from? Bah, this isn't over. Shigure, what does it say here about you setting free a notorious fugitive? Explain yourself at once. You see, Inspector Hildibrand and I, in order to track down Yojimbo and the Saburo Sukihiro, we needed to enlist the assistance of the wolf burglar. To that end, we removed him from his jail, temporarily, of course, with every intention of returning him to his cell. And how do you intend to do so when your prisoner has taken flight? To be fair, it's your fault he took flight. Shigure, I charge you with aiding and abetting a criminal in their escape. Be reasonable. You know full well everything Shigure did was to achieve a greater good, to uphold the law of the land. We will return with the Saburo Tsukihiro and the Wolf Burglar. I swear to you. I understand you are his friend. To make an exception would only compound the offense. No man is above the law, not even our own. We'll be along to help soon. Hildibrand, stand up. We got work to do. What a miscarriage of justice to see our Shigure spirited away like a common criminal, in complete disregard for extenuating circumstances. It falls to us to find a way to right this wrong. This is no place to devise a plan. To Kugane, my friends. Oh, Hildy. Yeah, it should be this, and then the one Endwalker quest in this character should be done so. And I will have my point of reference. Oh, Hildy. Hello. Ever since our return, I've been racking my brain trying to conceive a means by which we might free Shigure from his predicament, but to no avail. By absconding with the sword, the wolf burglar has done us no favors. Yet I do not think his tale of the samurai Nakebano was a lie. My keen inspector senses tell me that many threads of the tale are converging upon a single point not far from now, which all truths shall be laid bare for all to see. That's what I like to hear, and I agree. I don't think the wolf burglar's bad at all. Once the Sekisukumi realize that, they're sure to let Shigure off the hook, don't you think? I most certainly do, Nashu. Furthermore, I say that to hasten this most desired of resolutions, I must begin investigating Master Akebano at once. Hold the fort while I'm gone, my stalwart assistant. Yes, sir, Inspector. I don't know what he's about, but I'm sure it'll be brilliant. Don't nod your head yes. Your character nods their head yes, and it's like, that's... You know better. Hit him with the nodders. Best of luck, Hildy. Suppose this day was bound to come. No matter. Soon there will be nothing in this world beyond my grasp. One sec. Trying to loosen this a little bit. There we go. What's going on, Frosty? Ivy, stop looking at me. The past is never past. Nothing much, just getting this done for a YubTub video. Although I still have a bit to do after Shigure being in the jail. At least this jail has the drawing that Nasha made. See, look, the stalker's right there. They always throw him somewhere. He's in pretty plain sight this time, though. At least he has also a painting of Hildibrand and Nashu to look at while he's in prison. Plenty of excellent works. The past is never past. Oh, it's you. I don't suppose you bumped into Inspector Hildibrand roaming about, have you? Making his inquiries? Oh, ever since Shigure got detained by the Sekisugumi, the inspector's been busy looking into the affairs of Master Akebano, but to no avail. Never be tired of this song, ever. Never fear, my faithful assistants, I have returned. Your unwavering loyalty to the pursuit of honor and justice and a hard-boiled egg is to be commended, my good man. I might go so far as to say in all my years as inspector, I have known no fan more passionate than you. But speaking of fans, during the course of my investigation into the darker rumors, I received a mysterious missive I can but presume was penned by one of my many admirers. What you're saying is you want to mount with this song, Frosty, yeah. Even in the Far East, you've got yourself a following. Can I see it? Certainly, Nashu. That's interesting. It's definitely not written by a Hingan, but they don't seem to be too good with the Eorzean letters. Yes, something of light, you who seek the strongest of swords, the Saburo Tsukihiro, know that I have laid claim to the most priceless treasure. If you would make it yours, meet me upon Kugane Ohashi for a duel to end all duels. Sincerely, you know who. Something of light, you say? Well, you must be referring to none other than my humble self, the one and only gentleman of light. That said, I would much rather resolve this dispute without resorting to duels and the like. Wait here, my friends, while I go and attempt to reason with this misguided ruffian. I'm pretty sure they wrote the word warrior and not gentleman. Which probably means they're talking about Slacka. What do you think, Inspector? Inspector? What do you mean he up and ran off? And why are you still standing here? You should hurry up and try to catch him before he does something silly. Something silly. Listen, there's nothing silly. What could Hildibrand do that's silly? He's a professional. Alright, I'm gonna need to put together a quick party for Kugane Ohashi. Oh, dude, I just got to tell about a 300 mil giveaway on the forums? Wow. Amazing. Duel I must regrettably leave up to you. Kugane Ohashi. That's like as much gil as I have. Alright, we're going to unsync this real quick. I just need a few able bodies. There it is. Password is 1227. And recruit. Let's go slap some Jimbos. Some Jimbozos. It won't be a Jimbozo for long. Now, soon he'll be back to being who he truly is. Alright, if anyone would like to join, I just want to give it another minute or two. We could probably do it with 3 DPS. Probably dies pretty quick. I don't think we really need a tank for... it hits a little hard, but with a healer, it's not that hard. It's only if they're stuck together in the tank, in the ad phase, where they kind of hurt. I'll give it another minute. I also meant to make it completely open, roll-wise. I don't really care. If anyone else wants to quickly slap some Jim. Want to go back? Okay. Yeah, we'll be fine with 4. You just gotta blast him real quick. I mean, yeah, sure, if you want to. I'll wait. I was just about to close it. What's going on, VV? What did the answer ended up being, VV? Shouldn't be a problem, but I guess it is. Wait, what the heck? Ah, there it is. All right. There you go. Oh, okay, it's somebody else. Good. I was just about to ask if that was you. Good timing. I was just checking to make sure that my Wild Hearts video posted A-okay. Looks like it did. I was so glad I got to try that. Oh yeah, I was meaning I gotta put some tags on that video for search engine optimization. Put some tags on that bad boy. Yeah, I got to post a video on it earlier. Perfect. All right, 6 people is going to be way overkill. So I'm going to close that PF. We don't need anyone else. Yeah, it should be pretty quick. Yeah, I posted a video on it this morning. That was one of the things I was waiting for. That I said that I was waiting to post. Got to play Wild Hearts ahead of the release, which is in February. A dev build, but all the same. Kugane Ohashi. Somebody in my party just... Wait, how is that? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to set it to that. That's my bad. It's because we had 5 DPS, and I forgot to set it to unsynced. That was the reason. It said 1 or more of your party members doesn't meet the criteria. No, that wasn't the problem. Far too long have I waited for this rematch. The Sapporo Sukahiro may have brought us together. 'Twas fate that would have ordained we engage in glorious combat. Victory shall be mine this day. You got it, Jimbo. So you might want to transform sooner rather than later. Sir, do your transformation. No, I want your transformation. Should be right now, then. It's time we fought like men and ladies, and men who dress like ladies. For Yojimbo, it's Gilgameshing time. Thumbs up. Now he gets to die instantly. I mean, sun sank, so I'll just stand here. I yield. I yield. I throw myself upon your boundless mercy and beg forgiveness. Please. Damn right. See you soon, Greg. If you're not part of the Relic questline, you can color me genuinely surprised. Hey, Hildibrand. Thank you for the quick group for Kugane Ohashi. We meet again, Hildy. Greg, I say you are a sight for sore eyes. Or did you come to be here in Kugane? The Far East, for that matter. Well, you see, the thing about that is... I say to think that Greg was masquerading as Jim this entire time. Indeed I was. After Slacka bested me a second time, I quit Eorzi and embarked upon a journey to distant lands. I might hone my skills in preparation for an inevitable third bout. When I saw you had misread my carefully written words and come in his stead, felt I had no choice but to remove you from the field forcibly. Pray forgive my unkindness, Hildy. Now, Greg, there's no reason for apologies between friends. Yet again, I must ask, though, how did you come to be here in Kugane as a Ronin of much repute and remarkably thin waist? I know it seems far-fetched, even insulting to your intelligence. There's a simple and highly satisfying explanation. In my quest to hone my skills and procure more powerful weapons overseas, I neglected to budget properly for food and drink, and soon found myself bereft of both. Driven to a deathly hunger, I fell to my knees, and in that instant looked to my bosom friend, the painted rooster that had offered me my companionship in my darkest hour. When dawn broke the following day, I was alone once more, a sliver of strength restored by the terrible sacrifice of my comrade, whose body and soul I carry with me. But by his grace I survived for days until, after I chanced to cross paths with a stray dog. Goodbye, Enkidu. He too was clearly a victim of slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune. In each other we found kindred spirits, orphans of fate. Thus did I name him Daigoro, and thereby did we travel as one, working together that we might both live to see a better day. When we at last arrived in Kugane, I sought employment as a mercenary to rebuild my misspent savings and resume my search for the strongest of swords. Through such ventures I acquired the Zanmato, in fact, and began to rebuild my reputation as Yojimbo. Naturally, a legendary Ronin must dress to meet the expectations of his clients, so I assembled an outfit that would satisfy those who requested my services. Kageyama was one such client. When I saw Sluck and his comrades were my opponents, though, I quickly realized he had not paid me nearly enough. Needless to say, the sight of the man who had bested me twice before was enough to rekindle the competitive spirit within me. And so when I heard tell of the Saburo Sukehiro, I knew I must claim it in preparation for our battle. The rest you know. Truly a riveting tale. And tragic besides, for though I fought with all my strength, yet again I was bested by the great and powerful warrior of light. As I said to you on the bridge, no more tricks. I have taken my shot and fallen short, so I will cease my shenanigans and instead pledge my complete support to your endeavors. And that we should be glad to have it, Greg. Welcome aboard! Yeah, I would just use the link. No, I think the link is the big thing. The code's just for the discount. I don't know for certain. I would just use the link. Also, if you didn't get a box that you're expecting, make sure you reach out to them. Don't just wait, because if you're ever a day late, they normally send you an email. Make sure you knew exactly when the date you were going to get it was. Because they'll just completely replace the whole thing. I've had the local delivery services mess up, and they just refund the whole thing. They're very, very quick to fix it. Yeah, just type exclamation mark every plate. And it should just take you right there. I think that might even auto-apply the code too, but you can double check. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of room to go wrong there. The term would be breakage. It's good to have you back, Gilgamesh. Terrible news, everyone. Whatever's the matter, Nashu? Shigure, as punishment for helping the wolf burglar, he's been sentenced to death by ritual suicide. This is indeed a disturbing development, Hildy. We have no time to spare, my friends. Presuming the wolf burglar is in the wind, our only recourse is to delve deeper into the hidden past of Master Akebano and uncover proof that the sword he claims was stolen first by himself. Divide and conquer, Agents of Enquiry style. I got this. Easy. I'll save you, Shigure. I'm just getting as close to his World of Final Fantasy voice. Bart! I have waited 1,000 years for this moment. Did he just add a 0? Handling a variety of medicinal wares for all manner of purposes. From what I heard, they were all remarkably effective and popular. Still enjoys a reputation as a premier source of alchemical goods. Or that I had the coin to afford such luxurious potions and potables. His clientele spending to visit what I earn in a month. You're dealing with me. Well, I mean, you can hear Greg's voice in the trailer for Stranger of Paradise. He says a few lines. Should be glad to speak of Master Akebano to you, albeit solely with regards to his character as a businessman. All over his into mercantile prominence, he has been at the center of rumor and intrigue. For every man who sings his praises, there is another who would curse his name. None will defy the efficacy of his medicines, which is to be expected given that he utilizes the finest ingredients from that birthplace of alchemy, Radzat Han. He's satisfied customers beyond counting. On the other hand, none can deny the exorbitant profits he has reaped as tightly controlled the supply of the Hanish ingredient. Absent competition, he is free to dictate the prices as he sees fit. Fortunately, this has led many in desperate need of his miraculous medicine to spend their entire life savings or seek assistance from disreputable moneylenders. Practices are ultimately wholly within the confines of the law. So again, as a businessman, he is to be lauded for success. I'll say nothing on his morals or ethics, or lack thereof. Hildy rushing wall? I already did Kugane Ohashi. Kugane Ohashi. You get like 2 or 3 people, it doesn't take more than a few minutes. You really only need 3 or 4. Like that's the safe number to have. You just literally need to throw it in the PF or ask your FCs, just be like, hey, I need 3 or 4 people. You never know, sit in a queue for that fucking thing. Have you tantalizing tidbits of information to share, my good man? Come, out with it. Built his fortune selling miraculous medicines at exorbitant prices. It sure is, Ryo-Rian. Oh yeah, Kugane Ohashi's queue is very long, if you just try to do it synced. But there's far more to Master Akebano than meets the eye. Inspector, we've got to hurry. Shiguri's execution is going to be carried out any moment now if we don't do something. What, already? I was hoping you might first conduct a thorough investigation and uncover information which we might convince them to set the poor man free. But absent that, there are many roads which lead to just ends. We must take a shortcut to avert a grave miscarriage of justice, and so be it. Good luck surviving to actually use Doton or Slipstream through the ad phase. Good luck with that. Honored brothers, I will not beg your forgiveness. Only pray that by this humble offering of my life that I might absolve the Sekisagumi of the shame I have brought upon it through my misdeeds. Good morning, wizard. What is the meaning of this? That man is an imposter. Seize him at once. So fast. Wish I could get around town that quickly. Now is your chance to escape. I will do no such thing. I may have lost what little honor was mine in life, but at least I can reclaim it in death. Your honor is yet yours, samurai. I wish my character could work on his power walking, goddammit. For you have the Saburo Sukihiro and the infamous Wolf Burglar. But why? We had a deal, remember? Temporary release, and I'm a wolf of my word. This is indeed the Saburo Sukihiro. Very well. Escort the wolf burglar back to his cell and send a runner to Master Akebano's estate at once. Far from finished, Shigure. The wolf burglar may be in custody once more, but you must still answer for your reckless actions. Therefore, after further deliberation, I decided you will conduct a formal investigation into the rumors surrounding Master Akebano and... That will not be necessary. Indeed, with the return of the wolf burglar, I believe we can consider this tiresome affair resolved. Hello, Akebano. Master Komode. I know you. Master Akebano's guest. The one that the Geico threw into the wall. Oh, surely you must be mistaken. I have no recollection of any such event, or of you for that matter. Anyway, as I said before, I believe there is no need for any further investigation. Should you deem otherwise, you are free to proceed. Or such wasteful expenditures may force us to reconsider the resources we allocate you and yours next year. Rest assured, Master Komode, we value your counsel deeply and should be glad to defer to your judgment. Shigure, the matter of the Saburo Tsukihiro and Master Akebano is officially closed. That will be all. Yes, that will be all. Mind control. Nice. Thanks for the nice, Hammer. Thank you for the nice. Appreciate the nice. Verily, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have once more done the impossible and saved the man from certain death. BK, thank you for the 19. 5 away from nice. Well, a 5 on one of the numbers away from nice, but nice all the same. Thank you for the 19 months. I thank you for 19 months. Hey! Gabe's, thank you for the 29. And you're 4 off from nice. Look at all these 9s. If only there were 6s involved with all of them. Thank you for the 29. 19, 29, 69. Dicks! Dicks. There you go. Perfect. We'll get it one way or the other. We get there one way or the other. It's okay, Hammer. Nice. I mean, just nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, 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 nice. It's not funny. Time for the level 1 scam train. Shigure, over here. My friends, I cannot thank you enough. Had you not arrived when you had, I would not be standing before you now. You will forgive me for dispensing with further expressions of gratitude, for I have just returned from the jail from where I spoke with the wolf burglar, who shared with me some rather troubling information. Do not keep us in suspense, my good man. What is it? They released the stolen contents of his safe. You recall that we spoke with Master Akebano concerning the theft shortly after we first met. Yes, white powder. Mind control powder. Wolfburglar decided to hold on to it for safekeeping. Plainly, however, it was no ordinary medicine, for why else would Master Akabano clamor for it so? My keen inspector senses tingling. Where is this satchel now? In the possession of the men and women of the waterways. They will not admit this, however, unless we give them the proper password. As above, so below. Understood. Let us hasten to the den of iniquity. That's right, waterways are this way. Shut up. That didn't hurt your legs. This is where all of the people who have been screwed by Kugane live. Didn't expect you to be bringing along another unfamiliar face, though. No matter. I like the cut of his jib. So what are you after this time? A certain satchel containing a certain white powder which once belonged to a certain merchant. The wolf burglar told me you have it. If he did, then he'd have told you the magic words, too. Ah, yes, of course. They are. Soar high above and never go low. What? Come and take me? No, this is no time for fun and games, Inspector. As above, so below. That's it. Nothing personal, but we gotta be careful. Damned if I know what it is. My gut tells me it's nothing an honest man would keep in a locked safe. That said, a suspicious powder is far from incontrovertible proof of criminal misdeeds. Need to first determine what it is. Any ideas how we might do so? Oh, Hildy, take a sniff. Seek the assistance of the Hannish alchemist and someone versed in their alchemical traditions? Perhaps someone at the Thevnerian consulate. Brilliant minds think alike, for I too reached that conclusion but a moment ago. To the Thevnerian consulate, my friends. Here, you can't simply go bang on the gates of a foreign consulate and never mind. He just looked at you like, I don't fucking know. Don't worry, neither do I. Not a fucking clue. Bow, 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 bow. I know that place. I know Thavner. That's a place. That's a place that I know, and I know that that's a place. I'm so glad we'll have more Hildy soon. Soon. Tell me all about it. It is all rather sudden, I realize, but to reiterate, it is of the utmost importance that we speak with your superiors. To reiterate, have you lot an appointment or not? Not as such, no. Then my hands, they are tied. There are procedures, samurai, and much paperwork. No exceptions can be made. Under normal circumstances, I would agree. This is a matter of public safety and welfare. Surely an exception can be made. What ho, young Manderville man? Hello, Godbert? Father! What brings you to this far side of the world? A complex series of events too exhausting to detail. Of greater importance is what brings us to the consulate, so you must seize and enlist in the assistance of a Hennish alchemist, or one with encyclopedic knowledge of Hennish regents. How fortunate, then, that we should have chanced to meet. I am a representative of the Shajacha concern of Radzat-Han. Should you know not the name, we trade in all manner of alchemical goods. If your quandary requires an expertise of one well-versed in such ways, pray permit me to assist you. Indeed, to aid the sword of Lord Godbert Manderville. That's the most generous of you. Far be it from us to refuse. Perhaps a chance look at the change of venue is in order. Say, let us impose upon these hardworking keepers of the peace any longer. Let us not, indeed. This looks like a fine place. This powder, it is most fascinating. An ingredient of Hennish origin, this is true, but not one intended for medicinal purposes. As the hands of a master alchemist could be used to create dew prism. I'm sorry, dew prism? A most powerful drug. A mere thimble is enough to befuddle the senses and render even the most strong-willed subject susceptible to any and all commands. You may be assured that this is not an exaggeration. Resistance is most regrettably quite futile. The changing of color, fleeting and impossible. By the Kami, I have seen such a glimmer before. Oh, are you quite sure it was not a trick of the light? Master Komode. Well deduced, my faithful assistant and undying fan. I was just about to voice the same conclusion. Well, if what you say is true, then a most terrible crime has been committed. Evidence must be gathered, and those responsible must be punished. It all makes sense now. Why else would the chief coin counter of the Sekisugumi press so strongly to end an investigation into a modest merchant? Because he was drugged during their meeting. At last, we have motive, means, and opportunity. Come, let us put an end to this once and for all. Godbert, if you could just keep a wide berth, you could save me a lot of trouble right now. How wonderful it is to see Hildy's infectious enthusiasm inspire others to rise to the occasion once more. Well then, do not let me detain you. It's going to be the other way around very soon. Alright, back to the Rakuza district. Bow, bow, bow. Hello? Anyone home? Master Akabano, are you here? Doesn't seem like anyone's home, does it? Wherever could he possibly be? Huh, but that's impossible. Hello, good sir.
Thought you'd seen the last of me, did you? If I content myself to sitting in a jail, could escape on a whim while you lot bungee your chance to bring my nemesis to justice. By escaping on someone else's watch, no one can pin the blame on you this time, eh? Wouldn't want to repeat it before.
Don't tell me it was your plan all along, to secure my freedom so we could expose Akabano's crimes together.
And reclaim the Sapporo Sukahiro in the bargain, aye. No small undertaking. I knew I'd need any help I could get. Now that we're on the same page, let's be on our way. bastards bound for the Isle of Becco. Off to meet with a silent partner, I guess.
If we hurry, perchance we can catch him in the act. Let's go, Greg.
Maybe an idiot, but he's got the right idea. There's no time to waste.
Hey, he's my idiot. Say, let no one say I don't blow over. You don't blow over. You said let nobody say it, so I felt compelled to say it. Alright, Isle of Becco. Yeah, I'll go from here. Bow, bow.
I need more coffee. I need it.
Must have more. Luckily, I have an autopilot flight across a giant open sea. And this will be the last quest for Stormblood, and then the one quest for Endwalker, and I should be good. Then I get to do it all over again, but speedily. And then that's a free YouTube video. I'm glad I replayed Hildy. I had forgotten how good some of these quests were. Also how ridiculous some were, but mostly how good some of them were. Especially the Heavensward ones.
This is the place, I'm sure of it. All we have to do is wait.
Father? Father Kami. To be the inspector's father's in league with Akebono?
Don't be daft, look closer.
As always, your discretion in these matters is greatly appreciated. As is yours, Master Akebono. But to the matter at hand, the dew prism has served you well, met your expectations, I trust.
Exceeded them, I should say. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined a drug that could be so powerful, so effective. Tasteless, odorless, colorless. The chief coin counter had no idea his drink had been compromised. He has already proven to be a most useful tool in manipulating the Sekisugumi, more than worth the regular upkeep to keep them. Now that the Sapporo Sukehiro is back where it belongs, I can set my sights on much bigger prizes. The Bugosho, perhaps. Magistrate Akebono. Ha! Why not? All of Kugane will be mine.
You are more right than you know, Master Akebono. For I come bearing a gift courtesy of Manderville and Manderville, most illustrious Eorzean consortium. Their resources are considerable. Their influence extends far beyond the borders of Aldenard, but all the wealth pales in comparison to what I present to you now. As we discussed, Lord Godbert, you will serve Master Akebono faithfully and without question, will you not?
But, of course...
Kami forfend. He's under the influence of dew prism. I won't allow it. You won't allow this, Hildy. We will not allow this.
Wait, you fool. Now is not the time.
Father, 'tis I, your beloved son, Hildibrand. Hearken to me. These men are villains. You are being deceived. Spectre arrived just as I knew he would. Doubtless your friends are cowering and hiding. Just as well. In one fell swoop we shall bring you all to bear. Call upon Eorzea's most fearsome of goldsmiths. I call upon the hammer. Go forth and lay waste to these imbeciles. dear. Effective. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Naga. He's too strong. It falls to you, Hildibrand, Heliodor, Maximilian Manderville. Forgive me, Father, but you know not what you do. You're a Manderville man. All the great memories of blasting his son into the ground. Yeah, insert Dynamis. Yeah, just imagine if this scene, but with Dynamis instead of the theme they're playing right now. It really do. Hey, you know what? You're right. Manderville man. It worked. I'm spent. What happened here? That worked out in our favor. I think. This is all very embarrassing indeed. 1,000 pardons to you all for my rather excessive display of martial prowess. Oh, and it should go without saying, but Manderville and Manderville will be severing all ties with the Shajacha concern. Rejoice, my friend, for we have reclaimed the Saborosuke hero once more. How fortunate that the dastardly Akabano would be so loath to set it aside that he would rather bring it with him to a secret rendezvous. A final favor, if you'll indulge me. Lay it at my father's grave. He wants the blade because his adoptive father, it was his adoptive father's, and Master Akabano conned him out of forcing him to sell it by burdening him with debts that he didn't actually owe. Standing Sekisugumi like yourself must adhere to a code. No. Indeed, I must. Which is why it will be with much regret that I inform my superiors I have neither seen hide nor hair of the notorious wolf burglar.
You're sure about this?
Not if you ask me again. Go to your father. Shigure has the right of it. You should be the one to bring your father's spirit the comfort and closure it deserves. Goodbye, wolf burglar.
To hold fast to a righteous creed, yet recognize when too rigid an adherence would result in greater injustice. Truly, I am privileged to have witnessed the display of nuanced nobility. Would that the burglar I might find a measure of peace in mourning mine own dear departed. Oh, Enkidu.
Hi!
Enkidu! But how? Then what was it I ate that fateful day?
You think this is the end? I think not. That guy's got a good throwing arm. You belong to me now, Ronan. Now spirit me away from this place. Far, far away.
Far, far away.
Craig, no, cease your egress.
Beyond the rift that lies between, to wondrous worlds yet unseen.
Wait, no. How dare you twist my words? Mummy, this is going to get worse before it gets better. Wait for me, Inspector. There he goes, my beloved son, not content to fly off into the skies before. This time he elects to take his leave by vanishing into the earth. Yeah, we bring him back. Didn't send all of them to the first. In fact, it didn't send any of them to the first. Hildibrand gets called to the first by... His spirit gets called to the first by Elidibus. His body actually never leaves the source. None of them actually leave the source. Along with Akebano. I should thank him for that. Nothing left for us but to follow them back to Kugane, I suppose. Are you ready? Good. Then let us be off. I mean, I don't get a notice. It just shows up in my affiliate link if I check it. There's no, like, notice for that or anything. It's like any other affiliate sale. But yeah, no, none of them actually get sent to the first by that portal. Not even Hildibrand. His body never leaves the source. It's only his spirit that's called by Elidibus. I begin to imagine where I would be had I not crossed paths with you and your comrades. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for everything. Thanks for supporting, Metabaro. For Akibano and the now defunct Enterprise, the Thevnerian Consulate has agreed to intercede on behalf of its countrymen to broker a more equitable arrangement between Hanish suppliers and Hingan merchants. All agreed that another monopoly would serve no one's interests. Regardless of their motivations, if their actions put more medicine in the hands of the sick and needy, then I think it's safe to call it a change for the better, don't you? The best part, if you ask me, in light of Akibano's crimes, all debts owed to him by those forced to pay his exorbitant prices will be wiped clean. He's a gentleman of light. There was a time when I might have not thought as much. Good and evil, the innocent and the criminal. It all seemed so simple and abstract. You and the inspector helped me to understand how naive I was. You taught me to look beyond appearance and hearsay and not be too quick to judge a man for his mindsets. If I am worthy of the Sekisagumi, it is because of you and him. Speaking of which, what exactly did become of Inspector Hildibrand? You think we ought to do something? Conduct a search, or... Oh, so this is a regular occurrence, is it? Fair enough. If you are certain that he will turn up eventually, none the worse for wear, I shall take your word for it and strike all worry from my mind. Should that fateful day ever come that you and he are reunited once more, I but ask that you give him my best regards. I would say the same for the wolf burglar. I wonder what he's doing now. Paying respects to his father. What becomes of the man after death I do not know, but I should like to believe that his father rests more easily this day. Shigure, this is no time to dawdle. Your duties are far from finished. Yes, forgive me. Right away. Must take my leave, but whenever you are passing through Kugane, pray you do not hesitate to call upon me here at the barracks. Thank you, Shigure. Appreciate it. You have now learned the emote, the Manderville Mambo. Alright, we just got one more quest to do. He did the Kugane Tower climb. What a beast. I bet he cheated. Wait, what? You mean not of Kugane. You mean of Hingashi. I mean, there's always a chance, yeah. As Kugane's there is their neutral port town. Trading port. Yeah, there's a bunch of land to the east of Kugane that we never got to see. Good thing I'm already dressed for this. Kugane's an apolitical port town. Everyone was like, where's Gilgamesh? Look, he's in the back. Hildibrand will return. An Endwalker. Yeah, Kugane, there's no capital left for Kugane, but Hingashi has a capital to the east. Yeah, I doubt we go back anytime soon, too. Alright, so now, I think the next quest is in the first. Oh, Hildy. Rads, that's right, yeah. The sleeping gentleman and Rads at hand. There we go. Always rat jams. Rat jams forever. Surprised this isn't marked as a blue. The Sleeping Gentleman. Hey, wait, I know you. We met in Kugane. You're that stone-cold killer I asked to look after the love of my life. What's that look for? Surely you haven't forgotten me. You and me, we had a moment, a connection. Not like the one I've got with her, of course, but I know I left an impression. Creepy little bastard who smells like cheese and followed Nashu to Kugane after stalking her for over 5 years. Hey, there's nothing creepy about my love. It's as pure as the pristine waters of a forest stream. Fair point about the cheese, though. But enough about me. This is about Miss Nashu. Ever since she got sucked into that weird portal back east, I've been scouring the world for any sign of her. I was this close to giving up, but then, huzzah! I found her here in Rad's at hand. Normally, I'd be happy to get back at playing the silent invisible guardian, but she seems pretty distressed by the plight of her inspector friend. He's here too, but laid up and showing no signs of waking anytime soon. My Nashu has been fashioning all sorts of medicines in hopes of rousing him, but to no avail. I mean, I couldn't care less if he kicked the bucket, but I hate seeing her like this. She's liable to work herself to death. So what say you? You deliver my dearest Nashu from her plight? You'll find her over at the High Crucible, no doubt slaving over in Alimbic. With that, I'll get back to cheering her on from the shadows. You too, I guess. Now go, quickly. Save my beloved. Friggin' Windows. Now to take this medicine and... always gets you. It feels like it's been forever. Though definitely... see, that's the line! Everyone keeps... that fucking fourth wall. Yeah, the fourth wall break immediately. That's the big one. Everyone's always like, how do you know it's been less than a year since a Realm Reform? Giving me that look, that one scream. What about the whole weird world wheeled portal business? Alright, since you silently asked. So back on the Ruby Sea. Remember how Greg got doused with Dew Prism and was forced to whisk us all far away? How that strange rift opened up when the inspector got sucked up onto. Now I followed him right after that. Well, after that, we all ended up in this bizarre place. Couldn't tell up from down, left from right, and so we wandered, lost and confused. Fortunately, Greg came to his senses and explained that we were in the interspectorial rift, and then used the same trick to bring us here. Greg himself stayed behind, though. Something about a score he had to settle. Not sure what that was. Bart! I have waited 1,000 years for this moment. I know he needs his beauty sleep, but it's been an awfully long time, and we've got cases to solve. I've been trying my hand at apothecary stuff, seeing as I can't make something that'll get him up and moving. But nothing seems to work. But I think we're making progress. Me and Mr. Chupacabra from the Shishoka Concern, that is. Remember Mr. Chupacabra, right? Got sucked into the rift along with us. Former evil mastermind. Not so bad once you get to know him. Hi, Ivy. Hello, Mr. Chupacabra. Pleased, I am to meet you once more, and under less compromising circumstances. If I may correct our mutual friend, I am Jubraka, the chairman of the Sajatra Concern. Your distrustful and somewhat bloodthirsty glare is not unwarranted, but in my defense, who among us had not contemplated enslaving the rich and powerful to bend the world to their whim? I pray you forgive me my poor joke. This allows me to assure you that rather than wandering the interdimensional rift for the sisters only know how long, I am a changed man. Naturally, I understand that words alone would not suffice to absolve me of my sins. Thus, since my return, I have operated a humble apothecary and caters to the needs of one and all. Furthermore, I made arrangements for Miss Nashu's workshop. Rest assured that I will spare no effort in helping her see Inspector Hildibrand awakened and return to full health. And with us, if you would excuse me, I must see to the others. Isn't he the nicest ex-villain you've ever met? Oh, but that's right, I just finished my latest medicine. I had high hopes for this new recipe. Suppose I ought to get a look at the Manderville himself. By all means, the inspector is resting in a room up in Kama. Awake or asleep, I'm sure he'd enjoy your company. Let's go. I am hoping Seer Shigure and Briarden make a reappearance sometime in Endwalker. Because, you know, Endwalker as an expansion is supposed to, like, the core idea of the expansion is to tie up loose threads. So I think it would be fitting if all of them showed up in the Endwalker Hildibrand quests. Just to kind of follow suit with that. Is this room nice? Mr. Chupacabra is taking care of everything, even paid the rent in full. But I'm distracting you, aren't I? You need to concentrate while you examine the inspector, yes? Study the sleeping inspector. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Rugged features belie what is, at closer glance, the sensitive mind of a cultured gentleman. While he still breathes, he appears to be locked in a deep slumber. I don't know why they chose to use this theme here, but I was appreciative of it. Rippling muscles bespeak impressive strength, while smooth skin suggests that only on the rarest occasion does the man resort to violence. Troubling, his limbs are stiff and cool to the touch, as if the blood runs cold in his veins. The exquisite buckles of the stylish footwear are a design unique to House Manderville. These shoes would almost certainly fetch a small fortune in the markets. Spectre's condition is disturbingly reminiscent when the Scions who were summoned to the First for a long time. For a time... Oh, finished already? Any theories as to what's wrong with the inspector? Well, he's a soulless husk, which is less than ideal. I mean, I don't, but that's what you're supposed to say at times like this. I know that much. How do we wake him up? Return his soul to his body? But where did it go, and what is it doing there? Probably went to the First to become a gentleman of darkness. I see. Right. So can you go there? Great. In that case, I'll leave the soul searching to you. I'm sure it goes without saying, but once you've arrived in this otherworldly world, look for a place that smells of mystery and intrigue and chat with the people there. That's standard Agent of Inquiry protocol. Hi, Ivy. Since this is the inspector we're talking about, don't be surprised if you find him asleep or having forgotten a thing or two. But not to worry, I've prepared my traditional medicine just in case. Don't hesitate to use it. And with that, do take care out there. Thank you for the medicine. Thank you, Nashu. I'm sure this will be excellent medicine. Very stimulating. It has explosive effects. It'll blow you out of your sickness, though. You'll erupt with joy. They're bombs. Welcome back, friend. I'd offer you a pint, but my barmaid senses tell me that's not why you're here. You are indeed a good barman. So this friend of yours has gone missing. Sorry to hear that, but plenty of travelers pass through these parts. Could you describe the fellow to me? He was wearing a tattered suit, most like. That sounds familiar. Mind you, I don't see him myself, but I do believe that one of our bounty hunters spied such a man while you were battling that horde of spectral warriors. Oh, Giot! Giot! Come here a moment. There's someone who wants to speak with you. That's so. Make it quick. This ale isn't gonna drink itself. If it ain't Slacker, what brings you back to our neck of the woods? Now that you mention it, I did see somewhere like that. Back there on the battlefield after you ran off to do more hero work. First I thought he was going to attack me like the rest of the spirit what's-its. But no, he just stood there striking a pose, trying to scare, seduce me. Damned if I could tell. Since he was still glowing, wasn't about to take any chances, so I said, "Hey, piss off, ghost!" Yeah, that's every single cutscene with her. If you did the healer role quest, she doesn't have her helmet on. That's true of every quest she's in. Could it be the Warrior of Darkness? Hey, buddies. I thought that was your voice, but was convinced my ears were playing tricks on me. It's good to see you again. Didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we overheard you discussing the renegade poser. We've been searching for him for some time now. There have been sightings in Lakeland, you see. Vonard and I have been tasked with getting to the bottom of it. We've little in the way of useful information, though. All we know is that he appears without warning and strikes a disturbing pose. Yeah, because the first thing I leveled on this character to 80 was Scholar. Pretty sure. But I think it was like Bard and Scholar. Though your miscreant, I regret to say, might be my friend. Between the three of you, you're bound to have better luck. It'll be an honor. With great help. We're just about to leave to gather testimony as it happens. Come and join us in Sullen when you're finished here. We'll solve this mystery in no time. Bow, bow, bow. These are the would-be Warriors of Light. And you know what? They achieved it. Right, proper Warriors of Light. Don't mind me, just still flying Eden through the first. Sure, there would be no problems. What's going on, Nico? What's going on, Black? To be fair, only a few people would know that this thing caused the wave of light. It's not like common knowledge. Oh, that fellow. I saw him the other day on his way home from Clearmelt. Enjoy one too many libations after my bath and ended up wandering off into the forest. What? That's... Okay, that's too much drinking if you wander off into the forest.
Before I knew it, the sun was dipping low and the sky turning dark, and I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever make it home. Then I felt a gentle tug at my arm. Would you believe it? The odd-looking man led me out of the forest and set me back on the road. Thanked him profusely, but he said nothing in reply, just struck his pose and walked off. Did I see him? You bet I did. I was crossing through the forest of the Lost Shepherd and on my way to deliver fish to Ostal Imperative. Nowhere, this odd man leapt out in front of me. Thought he was abandoned at first, but then he abruptly turned to his side, curled his neck, put his fist into his head as if to say, I don't know. It was baffling. I ran when I realized he wasn't going to do anything else. Well, I think that's fine. Although Gaia openly admits that if she took some time, she could probably figure out how to open portals on her own. Granted, that doesn't mean Reen can come with her, necessarily. Saw someone like that when I was out picking mushrooms in the forest. He even spoke to me. I was repulsed at first by his form, but he only wanted to warn me that fell beasts lurked in the forest, that I should be wary. Contrary to appearances, I'd say he was actually quite gentlemanly. Lena. No, graham crackers. Delicious. Make s'mores with them. Finished questioning the locals, have you? Were you able to learn anything? Not only has the poser caused no harm, he's even helped people. So he's a gentleman, albeit a suspicious one. Something of a contradiction, you might say, but there's no reason to doubt what we've heard. Everyone seemed to encounter him in the forest of the Lost Shepherd, right? And that's where we'll look next. Shall we? Maybe that's the quest that Ishikawa wrote for 6.3. Maybe she wrote Lena quest. Although, her only hint for the quest was, oh god, he's here? And I'm like, interesting hint. Graham Tia. But you don't like Graham Tia? I know some people who'd let him make s'mores out of them. How exactly are we supposed to begin our search? These woods are, well, woods. Got a plan, do you? Far be it from me to doubt the warrior of light. Show us what you got in mind, and we'll back you up to the best of our ability. Alright, you just have to learn this dance real quick. Gotta perform the mambo. Gotta go all the way with it. Hello, Sin Eater Hildy. The Forgiven Gentleman.
effective. On your guard. It's a Sin Eater. No, wait. That's no Sin Eater. It's the Gentleman of Light. Gentleman of Light? Who is this Gentleman of Light of whom you speak? I am Forgiven Gentleman, Devourer of Sins, Light Warden Extraordinaire. No. You might occasionally moonlight as a zombie overlord, but trust me. Inspector Sin Eater, Inspector Sin Eater. You're acquainted with this, gentleman? That's one way to put it, yeah. Mm-hmm. Certainly. It's a way to describe. How did he get in his head that he's a Sin Eater? Don't worry, I have Nashu's medicine with me. Explosives! We're still trying to save him, right? Set me up. Here we go. Hi, Ivy. Wicked White, we've killed him. No, no, relax. Ivy, chill. Previously, it was Nashu and Greg wandering the bizarre, shadowy realm known as the Interspectorial Rift. Ivy, chill. Where am I? Who am I? Ivy, chill. Sickening light. Aggressive posturing. I know what you are. You're one of them, ain't you? What you need is a good old-fashioned dwarven decking. Piss off, ghost. Effective. No, Giat can just do whatever she wants. Ivy, chill. Giat, strong. Yeah, you gotta remember, warriors do be having punches. Got upheaval. Yeah, but she's also badass. Be very scared. Even one of the few remaining Sin Eaters, she's like, I don't want any part of this. Run for your lives! It's a Sin Eater! A Sin Eater. Hildy with his stand moment right there. Be damned. Saw a vision of the man's past. No wonder he became convinced he was a Sin Eater. I saw it too. It's quite possibly the most ridiculous memory I've ever glimpsed. Answer me, my faithful assistant. Where are we? And why is it so purple? Fair question. The first what? You're telling me we somehow traveled to an entirely different world? Good gods, to think that I have transcended the very boundaries of time and space. But worry not, my adoring fans. Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, will return to you forthwith. A soulful reunion. Well, I've enjoyed what time I've spent in this far-flung first that I can remember. We should be getting back to our own world soon. Would you happen to know how we might go about doing that? I sure do. Restore my soul with a spirit vessel? Say no more. Your cursory description was more than enough for me to grasp the concept completely. It's not unlike brewing the perfect cup of coffee, which means our task is clear. We require the services of a skilled soul sommelier. I know a soul sommelier. Soul sommelier. Splendid. I see that even in this world you rub shoulders with the cream. Let us pay this Bekluk a visit. Not sure that you're plotting to do with souls, but if you require Bekluk, we can help. They've aided us time and again. I reckon they do the same for your friend here. Come with us to the Cabinet of Curiosity. Let's go, pal. Off we go. I could just use the Ethernet, but I could also just run it. I don't care. If you're ready, I'll call for Bekluk. No, this is that alt. Ah, the genius soul sommelier. You come highly recommended by Slacka. What an adorable little puppy you have. So what puppy? I beg your pardon, but there seems to be some confusion. Puppy? Who is this imbecile, Slacka? I have half a mind to dig him a hole so I can throw him in it. But I presume he is a friend of yours, and one in need no less. Another of your friends that needs to be sent back to the source. You've forgotten how complex and difficult it was to do the last time. Yet you waltz in here and ask me to do this favor with the air of one shopping for a new hat. His case is no different from the others, at least. He's present only in soul as they were. We'll need another spirit vessel, of course. You don't happen to have one on you already, do you? It was the empty one that was left over from the Crystal Exarch. Should be used to treat patients at risk of transformation into eaters. I suppose it's due for a change of pace. There is, however, one concern. In case I didn't make it clear before, the process can take great strain upon one's soul. He's lacking in resilience, there's a chance he will not survive. His very existence will be rent asunder. Oh, he'll be fine. It would be implausibly anticlimactic for him to die like that. Slacker knows me all too well. I assure you, my good sommelier, who is most certainly not a dog, you needn't worry for Hildibrand Heliodor Maximilian Manderville. Yes, I get the distinct impression that the gods themselves cannot kill him if they tried. And they have. Come along then, Hildy. I can't be bothered to remember that name. 1,000 thanks. Simply point me to the soul siphon and I shall hop right in. The rest of you can wait here. I promise I won't hurt him, no matter how much I might be tempted. Can't blame her for that. You'll be pleased to know the process was smooth and uneventful. Honestly, I was hoping for more of a challenge. All you need to do is take his spirit vessel back to the source and bring it in contact with his corporeal body. You should awaken immediately with his soul, memories intact. There's nothing else. Fauna and I should be getting back to our duties. It was a pleasure, Slacker. It's all too brief. I won't pretend I understood even a fraction of what happened, but I'm glad I was there for it. Till we meet again, rest assured Delia and I will be doing our damnedest to look after the people here in your absence. Oh, Hildibrand, I've got your soul. Just think about it. If you never finish the quest from this point on, you just have Hildibrand's soul in your pocket forever. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it's a thing. A moment too soon. We have an emergency on our hands.
Your soul is mine.
Inspector's soul is this, you say? That's great. We have another problem. The inspector's body has gone missing. We went to the market to do some shopping. When we came back, he was nowhere to be seen. I double-checked every door was locked before we left. There's nothing to suggest someone forced their way in. Got a case on our hands. The case of the evaporating inspector. Must begin our investigation at once. Come on, let's start looking for witnesses. Did I see anyone get carried out of the house, you ask? I was too distracted with stock taking to make note of any comings or goings. Wish I could be more help. No, I haven't even looked. Well, I'm sure if I just Google search it, I could find it. Did see a man carrying a particularly large sack, so heavy he strained to lift it. Didn't think much of it at the time, but now that you mention it, it was a bit suspicious. You're not being very good at hiding there, Lalafell. This man says he has vital information that will help us. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Delian, editor-in-chief of the Thavnarian Truth, a monthly publication devoted to exploring unexplained and otherworldly phenomena of our island. Your companion shared with me news of your friend's disappearance, and I happen to know precisely who is behind the incident. But I fear you may not like the answer, for the kidnapper is not of this star. Come from the heavens, beyond great expanse. They descend in curious saucer-shaped airships to study our world, society, our buildings, our very bodies. You shudder, no doubt. You realize of whom I speak. It couldn't be, you protest. Oh, but it could, and it is. Your dear friend, the inspector, has been abducted by aliens. Oh, but he'll be fine, you assure yourself. After all, they just want to understand us better. You poor, deluded child. That they do, but to what end? Why else? That they might one day take over our world. What is worse, they plot to do so with the aid of collaborators, where the Charlians are in league with our would-be overlords, providing the aliens with vital information on our vulnerabilities in exchange for a position of power within their regime. The Final Days was also a work of these alien invaders, an attempt to sow chaos that our world would be easier to conquer. Blessedly, it was thwarted, if only by dumb luck, as those that did the thwarting were blissfully unaware of the true nature of the threat. I had hoped the setback would discourage the aliens from coming back, if not move them to abandon their ambitions. But it would seem events have only emboldened them. They are indeed carrying out abductions here in Radzat Han. Even as we speak, your friend lays prone on the sterile bed in their base on the surface of the moon, where they poke and probe him with inscrutable instruments as their floppy ears wiggle with fiendish delight. Oh, but I've said too much. Must continue my investigation in secret. The fate of our very world is at stake. I love steak. I'd love some steak. You saying there's steak? Oh no, that sounded awful. We have to go to the moon and save the inspector at once. I think he was a few materia short of a full meld. So you don't think the inspector is somewhere getting probed by aliens? But if not then who's probing them? Man carrying a suspiciously large sack. That sounds promising. Maybe someone else can tell us more. Someone up ahead may have seen something. Let's ask around. Accompany me, Nashu. What do you say here again? Pariga and his friends are the nicest people. They've got such gentle eyes and long snouts, too. Longer than anyone I've met in Eorzea. The man with the sack? Indeed, I couldn't help but take note of him as he passed, trying so very hard to be inconspicuous as he was. He descended into Alzadal's path, then went over to the fountain where he met with a merchant, I believe. Such a hefty sack it was. My mind was racing with the possibilities of what it might contain. It has to be our man, right? We need to hunt down the merchant. That guy is with the aliens! Whoa! We better meet Inspector Way. That better be a thing. I'll accept no other alternative than Inspector Way. Well, it has to be ing with a way. Inspecting Way. It has to be Inspecting Way. I just realized it's a completely different quest. I was going the completely wrong way. Brain was distracted by the marker. Detecting way. No, inspecting. This is an inspector quest. I'll just go to Alzadal's piece. They must inspect. I will accept no alternative. Man with a large sack. You bet I saw him. In fact, I sold him my chocobo. First, I told him to get lost. The bird and I go way back and so forth. But he was in a hurry and his offer was very generous. Were you in my line of work, you can't afford to get too sentimental. Now I can buy a whole stable's worth of chocobos. Did he say where he was planning to go next? He was muttering something about having to get to Saltwind's Welcome in a hurry. Probably why he was desperate for a chocobo. It's a long way to go on foot, never mind the sack. Did you hear that? We need to head to Saltwind's Welcome right away. Don't worry, I'm here to save my friend. Hello, N7. There's a mysterious man with a mysterious sack must be near. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm peeling my eyes right now. My eyes are peeling. It hurts. Over there, that man is definitely up to no good. Maybe he's waiting for a co-conspirator. Stay out of sight and watch what happens. Ah, Mr. Chupacabra, but he expressly told us he had put his evil schemes behind him. He wouldn't lie, would he? The goods appear to be none the worse for wear. Very well, your payment is promised. My client will be most pleased. Oh no, he's gonna feed the inspector to that giant sea monster. It's an honor and a pleasure as always, Dr. Lugue. I have faith this specimen will meet with your satisfaction. So this is the one said to be the strongest, most resilient in the world, this Manderville man. None other. He has weathered countless explosions and a multitude of martial abuses, including a devastating suplex I myself did witness. It's even said he survived a journey to Dalamud itself, and survived the Lesser Rune's fall with nary a scratch. Most fortunately for us, he has fallen into a coma from which I am assured he will never wake. You are free to do with his body as you please. Whee! Even the mightiest of warriors can't fight. Science. Those meddlers may have gotten the better of me and my beautiful boy in the Tower of Babel, but my next child will be all but invincible. With this body mine to command, will exact a bloody, glorious revenge. Forgive my boldness, Dr. Luguet, but when might I expect the rest of my payment? I have debts that must be repaid.
Worry not! With the Telophoroi gone for good, the vast fortune of House Brutus is entirely at my disposal. I shall shower you with wealth beyond measure.
Gladly shall I accept the spoils, Doctor, resolved never to renounce my wicked ways, for surely this time I will suffer no comeuppance. Surely. Not you, not now. I must away. Wait, Dr. Luguet, my payment! If I had to guess, it's just whoever was in charge of it just deleted it. Yep, that sounds about right. Weird thing to do, but... Could it be? The world's no longer purple. Stop moving, damn you! You're supposed to be the comatose centerpiece of my glorious revenge! Mommy! Not again! It worked! No! Effective. Yeah, that's my minion. Give it back. Find myself in my own world once more. My most sincere apologies for causing you such trouble, my loyal assistants, but rejoice, for Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. It's the poo-poos. Where'd all those cocks come from? An alien abduction! I knew it! This month's issue of the Fenarian Truth shall be the best one yet! And just when I thought we had finally had the inspector back, off he went. And then came back, and then floated off again. Don't try to figure things out. It's not worth it. Don't ever try to do that. I know it's not the first time he's taken to the skies without warning, but still, it's always a little disappointing. Good afternoon, Tequila. Just in time for me to wrap up Hildy. No use crying over flying inspectors. Let us return to Rads at Hand. Hads at Ran. Why have you left me again? And where have you gone? No, this won't do. Get it together, Nashu. There's a case to be solved. Just you wait, Inspector. Your loyal assistant Nashu will solve the mystery of your disappearance. Again! And don't you worry, Slacka. As soon as I have a new lead, you'll be the first to know. Till next time. We'll have a new lead in a week. Is that what you're having for Canadian Thanksgiving, Tequila? Hello, poo-poo. He's so excited. I want the version that has the lyrics. Not just, I don't want to know what the lyrics are. I want the version with the lyrics. We better have a version with lyrics by the end of it all. Alright, and that marks the end of Hildibrand on the alt. Now, that's not the end of the video I wanted to make, but I'm going to swap over to my other character to do the start of it. I'm glad I did a full refresher on Hildibrand, because even though we just had it last pass,